Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. We are waking up to a mixture of sun and clouds out there. Already starting to see some winter weather alerts in effect for portions of Pennsylvania, and that's because we're tracking our next winter storm. So definitely keep it here. We'll have a check of that forecast coming up in just a bit.
Also coming up this morning, 7 people are dead this morning after another mass shooting in California. We'll have the latest from police.
Plus, a gun found in a D.C. school, leaving parents speaking out about the need for school resource officers.
And tax season is upon us once again. What you need to know to file this year.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is D.C. News Now.
All right, it's coming up on 6 o'clock on this Tuesday morning. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. We're going to start you off with a live look outside this morning. Nice day right now, but Brittany, things are going to be changing for tomorrow.
Absolutely. So definitely get the last minute plans done today, because come tomorrow we are tracking some so yucky weather. We're taking a look at radar right now, showing you the entire mid-Atlantic. Currently quiet right now, all thanks to high pressure just down to our south, but you can see we are tracking the storm system that's currently in Texas right now, giving them some rain with that mixture of snow. That's going to work its way to the northwest as we head into your Wednesday, and that will be giving us some wintry precipitation as well as rain. So overall temperatures right now across the DMV, they are on the cool side. 33 here in DC, 34 as you head there to Frederick and Hagerstown, 25 there in Luray and Culpeper, and then 30 as you head there to Woodstock. So definitely keep it here. We'll have another look at that forecast and what can we expect heading into your Wednesday. Shanika?
All right, on the Virginia side, you're looking okay, 95 heading northbound, but heading south, you're going to find a crash right in Quantico, right near the Quantico exit. So do be careful in the area. 66 east and west, the rest of 95 in northern Virginia. Looking good. The mixing bowl even very clear. Now let's check out the Beltway overall. No problem still, but you are dealing with delays along DC 295 heading southbound. So this is over the Anacostia Freeway. Do watch for those delays, but other than that, you are good to go.
Thank you, Shanika. Here's what you need to know before you head out the door on this Tuesday morning. A gunman is in custody right now after police say he killed 7 people near Half Moon Bay, California yesterday. This is the second mass shooting in California in the past 3 days.
And tax filing season starts this week. The IRS says to expect a smaller refund this year because of changes in tax credit amounts. The deadline to file is April 18th.
Happening today, senators pushing for D.C. to become the nation's 51st state. That's after recent reports estimate D.C. is missing out on more than $3 billion in income taxes because the district is not a state. The new bill is expected to be presented today. And
Tatiana Laborde is the new director of D.C.'s Office of Migrant Services. The office was created to help handle the wave of migrants bused to D.C. from Arizona and Texas. Laborde will now be in charge of finding a permanent home for migrants coming into the district.
And the person accused of shooting at police officers in Prince George's County is in custody this morning after an all-day manhunt. This started when neighbors near Hickory Hill Avenue called police about a suspicious van that had its alarm going off for about 2 hours. Police say when officers approached the van, the driver fired his gun. An officer fired back before that suspect drove off. The suspect was eventually arrested several hours later. Police say the officer who fired at the suspect is now on administrative leave pending an internal investigation.
And this morning, we're learning more about another tragedy in California. A gunman opening fire, killing 1 person and injuring 7 others last night in Oakland, making this the state's 3rd mass shooting in the last 3 days. Now, it happened just after 6 o'clock last night. Again, 1 person died, 7 others were taken to the hospital, and they are expected to recover. That shooting came just hours after a gunman shot and killed 7 people in 2 different shootings yesterday afternoon in Half Moon Bay. That's south of San Francisco. Police say 4 people were found dead in 1 location. 3 others were found dead in a second location. Right now, an 8th shooting victim is in a hospital with serious injuries. Investigators say both locations are farm areas. And this is the moment police arrested the 67-year-old suspect in connection to that shooting. Authorities say he was found parked at a sheriff's substation. Now, our sister station, KRON, spoke with 1 witness who saw it all go down.
He seemed calm and quiet, and he was he was just quiet. It was shocking, and I was glad that it happened without incident. I was very impressed with the way the officers handled the takedown.
And we will, of course, continue to follow the Monterey Park shooting last night. This morning, police now say jealousy and a personal dispute may be motives in that mass shooting. You might remember 11 people were shot and killed during a Lunar New Year celebration. Investigators say the 72-year-old gunman took his own life. Police also believe his mental health was unraveling in the last few weeks. They say he went to his local police department twice this month to say he was being poisoned by family members.
And in Iowa, an 18-year-old is facing charges in connection to a deadly shooting in Des Moines. Police say 2 students were shot and killed, and a teacher was seriously injured yesterday. This happened at a nonprofit focused on helping at-risk youth. 2 other people also in custody this morning related to that shooting. As of right now, there's no word on a motive, but police say this was not a random act. And back here in the district, concerns over safety in schools this morning after a teen was arrested on Monday for bringing a gun to school in Northeast.
And the 18-year-old was going through security when the gun was found, according to authorities. DC News Now, Lex Juarez joins us live at Maya Angelou Park Charter School this morning, where it all happened. And Lex, this brings up a larger debate in the district here.
Yeah, that's right. While everyone seems to agree that they want kids to be safe and out of trouble, there is no consensus on exactly how to do that. Well, many people will argue that there needs to be more after-school programs available for kids to be a part of. Those programs that would include mental health supports that some argue are vital to keeping kids out of a cycle of violence. But parents tell us that there is still a question of safety, even with some of those programs that are already in place. And it also brings up the debate about school resource officers. Just a few days ago, Mayor Bowser said that hiring more police is a priority, but parents say that if they're going to work in schools, they need extra training.
Proper training done on the officers, because the children should not be felt as though they're in a penitentiary. The children should not be felt as though they are being policed.
Well, D.C. Council actually voted to remove all school resource officers from schools by 2025. That is a vote and something that Mayor Bowser has been pushing to reverse since that vote first happened, and she does have some support from some council members. Live in Washington, I'm Lex Juarez, D.C. News Now.
All right, Lex, thank you. Your time right now is 6:06. Well, it's officially everyone's favorite time of the year, tax season. And as of yesterday, people can start submitting their tax returns for what they earned last year.
That is right. But before you do submit, we want to make sure you've got all the things gathered, all the forms you need to know what benefits you are eligible for as well. Take a look at this. The first thing to do is mark April 18th on your calendar. That is the last day to file personal income taxes. The IRS says be sure to keep track of your income, including any money from side jobs and part-time work. Employers have until the end of this month to send those important documents to you that you need to file, like your W-2 or 1099-K form.
And the IRS also says be prepared for a smaller refund than last year. That includes if you claim the child tax credit. Now, people who received $3,600 last year per dependent will now get $2,000. The earned income tax credit drops to $500. And new this year, the cap for child and dependent care is $2,100. But it's not all bad news. The IRS says a lot of people may still qualify for expanded eligibility for the premium tax credit. Plus, new this year, there is a new tax credit for certain electric vehicle owners. Meantime, here in the district, residents that earn less than $60,000 and qualify for the federal income tax credit can receive the city's earned income tax credit.
So where can you file for free here at home? The IRS offers free filing for people making $73,000 or less. AARP and the United Way also offering free filing and even self-filing help. And in Maryland, Prince George's County Community College is helping people who make less than $58,000 and do not have internet access to file their taxes. Now again, April 18th is the deadline to file for personal income taxes. If you are using the IRS free filing option, the math is done for you. And some state tax preparation is also free. And
we have much more information on what can help you and what's available on our website at dcnewsnow.com. All right, people in Frederick, Maryland are pushing for more affordable housing and expanded senior services. According to the county, seniors make up about 20% of Frederick County's population, with about 60,000 seniors living in Frederick. Now, at the third budget town hall meeting held last night, people said they want increased funding and more education for seniors.
The opportunities for health, fitness, humility and compassion cannot be replaced, and I strongly urge you to fully fund their request in this budget process.
The fourth budget town hall meeting is scheduled for this Wednesday. That's tomorrow at Waverly High School.